Good evening. The time is now 6:05 p.m. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Ms. Terry, can you please call the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Dalton.
Here.
Vice Mayor Barry. Here. Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey.
Here.
Commissioner Holmes.
Here.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
For today's invocation, please join me in a moment of silence to reverently collect our thoughts, pray, and ready ourselves for this meeting and the duties to which we have been called. Okay, thank you. Now, Mr. Graham, will you please lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For my mayor's report, welcome everyone. Happy World Social Work Day, celebrating with the theme of co-building hope and harmony. And on that note, I would like to talk about neighbors helping neighbors. The city only has 84 budgeted full-time employees, with not all of those positions filled throughout the year. 30 of those employees are on our public works team. Because they are typically keeping up with day-to-day operations, they can only cover so much ground and check on infrastructure throughout the city so often, particularly our stormwater team of 4. In case you didn't know, a lot of stormwater infrastructure is on private property, which makes checking our ditches and culverts that much more challenging. So we need your help. If you see a problem, like a clogged ditch, an overflow, flooding of your neighbor's home, etc., even if you're not sure if it's on public or private property, please submit a work order request through the citizen portal on the city's website so our staff can take a look. And if you are unable or don't want to use the online portal, you can call our staff at 423-877-1103 so that someone can help you put in a work order. We need all of our neighbors to help each other because it truly takes a village. This is our community, which we all have a lot of pride in, and I know we all care for our neighbors and their well-being. So please, let's help each other and our community by working together with staff to keep Red Bank as clean, safe, and beautiful as possible. It's an election year. Keep your eye on these important upcoming dates. The voter registration deadline for the upcoming May 5th primary is April 6th. You can check on or update your voter registration at govotn.gov. You can request your absentee voting ballot now through April 25th. Early voting for the May 5th primary will be April 15th through April 30th. Make your voting plan now so you don't miss out on having your voice heard. For more election information, you can go to elect.hamiltontn.gov, which is the Election Commission's website. Our active older adult resource fair is this Thursday, March 19th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Red Bank Community Center, featuring local partners sharing information and resources on health, wellness, financial tools, and support services for older adults and their loved ones. I previously mentioned this date, the town hall with Hamilton County Commissioners, who are all up for re-election this year, has been rescheduled to Thursday, March 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. at 2901 Taylor Street. The town hall will be moderated by longtime Chattanooga TV and radio host Jed Meskin. And from our schools, congratulations to the Alpine Crest Beta Club for qualifying in multiple competitions last week at the Leadership Summit in Gatlinburg. The Beta Club will be competing at Nationals this June in Nashville. Also, the school district will be hosting an informational meeting with updates about the future of Alpine Crest Elementary on April 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the school. Unfortunately, they scheduled this meeting on an evening when we have city commission meeting. So none of us here will be able to attend, but I hope the rest of you will go in our stead. And next we have a report from Vice Mayor Barry.
Thank you, Mayor. Our report will be brief today. Just want to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day, and please take the time to stop and smell the cherry blossoms and the red buds, all the beautiful trees blooming along our streets. That's it for me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have a report from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey.
And with that, blowing your nose and getting through the holidays. Happy St. Patrick's Day. To residents of Red Bank, please try to attend as many upcoming commission meetings as possible, particularly regarding the fiscal year 2027 budget conversations. These are your departments for which each of us rely throughout the year. Every April, Tuesday at various times, with some Tuesdays in May. So look on the website for those. Well, every Tuesday actually, but some of them vary. They start at 4:30 and others start at 5. These information sessions begin on Tuesday, April 7th, and this first meeting begins at 4:30. As spring begins this Friday, March 20th, another spring event is Easter. May you and your family enjoy your Easter celebration on Friday, April 3rd, which is Good Friday, and the weekend of April 5th. Next Listen and Learn is Monday, April 20th at Mr. Burrito from 6 to 7, and we had a delightful meeting last night with Community Development Director Leslie Slade. The attendance absolutely no cover. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have a report from Commissioner Holmes.
Good evening. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching online. It is Women's History Month, and I would like to take a moment to recognize the women I know that made an impact in my life. I had aunts that were teachers, just like myself, for over 30 years each. Aunt Roz, Aunt Bev, and Aunt Deborah that passed away last Sunday, sadly. My aunts that were beauticians, one still at 70 plus years, and one that they held from the 1950s until 2016. My mother and grandmothers that sacrificed and worked hard for me to be where I am today. Please take a minute to call, text, or email, or visit the women in your life. Their stories are full of joy, sorrow, pain, and hope. Some are soft-spoken and meek. Others were cursed like a sailor, but will gladly share their story with you. Also, please check out the Who Are They Now post on our social media outlets. The post features or will feature a city employee as a child, and we are to guess which employee it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And lastly, we have a report from Commissioner Wilkinson.
Nothing huge to add here. I'm glad everybody survived the snow and the pollen yesterday. It's good to see you. I'd like to echo Commissioner Holmes. It's nice to work with 4 very capable women up here. As you can tell, I'm the only man. It's a unique position to be in. It's not something you often see. Yeah, that's kind of what I've got. So the show rolling. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have the city manager's report. Mr. Graham.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Commissioners. The condition of our elected judge, Johnny Houston, remains largely unchanged. The interim judge, Brian Haas, continues to serve, and the court's work continues without interruption. As I've noted recently, the city manager's responsibilities inherently include interagency coordination. To that end, Mayor Dalton and I attended the 2025 Impact Report presented by the local nonprofit La Paz. La Paz serves as Greater Chattanooga's Latino Resource Center, offering family stabilization, community building and education, and advocacy and placemaking services. Here is a noteworthy statistic. Latino students represent nearly 22% of Hamilton County schools, and Latinos represent a growing share of the regional workforce. La Paz serves as a one-stop shop for Latino families new to the area or seeking assistance with any number of family issues here locally. I'm extremely pleased that La Paz Chattanooga is one of the 11 nonprofits to benefit from a microgrant from the City of Red Bank this year. And we have their outreach materials in Spanish available in the lobby of City Hall. La Paz makes a positive impact on the community, and it's wonderful to have their role in sustaining the work they do in Red Bank and around the region. The vernal equinox will occur on Friday, 20 March at 10:46 a.m. Spring is in the air. We will have Palm Sunday, Good Friday, and Easter all occur before our next commission meeting. So I'll conclude by reminding everyone that city offices will be closed on Friday, 3 April in observance of the Good Friday holiday. Happy Easter. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Granum. And now we'll move on to our presentation of a grant in the amount of $23,500 to the city of Red Bank from the Red Bank and Saudi Daisy Charitable Foundation, Inc. to make upgrades to White Oak Park to include installation of comfort features. Mr. Granum.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to introduce 3 distinguished visitors with us this evening. And they would please come up for their presentation. I'll turn it over to them. But we have Patricia Baker, we have former Planning Commission Chair Becky Browder, and we have former Mayor John Roberts.
Welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Good evening, everyone. Well, I won't introduce us since we just did. Becky and I did not plan this. I promise.
Yes, we did. We called each other. No, we didn't call me. We didn't call him. We had his pink pants on. It's okay. Thank you.
Very springy.
I'm sorry.
We all grew up in the city of Red Bank. I now live in Saudi Daisy, migrated a bit north. Becky still lives in Red Bank. John lives in Red Bank. So we have a vested interest in the city for our whole lives. We are all pleased to serve on the foundation that was expressly created to provide ongoing grants to the communities of Red Bank and Saudi Daisy. As I've told you before, but I'll remind you every year. The foundation was established in 1991 when the Red Bank Community Hospital was sold. The proceeds from the sale have been invested wisely for the last 35 years. And the visions of the founders, Arnold Stoltz Sr. and Sam Swope, has proven to be a successful model. This model exemplifies what prudent and proper management can accomplish over the long term. They saw the value in investing the proceeds and providing grant funds for decades to come. What better way to impact future generations for both cities? Red Bank has benefited to the tune of over $1,094,000 over the last 35 years. This is year 35, I believe. This year's grant is for the express purpose of supporting phase 1 of the Parks Master Plan regarding White Oak Dog Park, as Martin just told us. I believe that there are plans to install benches and shade structures for visitor comfort and also for the addition of dog agility features. Sounds like a lot of fun. We have assisted in this park's improvements in recent years, and we're pleased to continue the work that we've started. We look forward each year to assisting with these special projects that are not in the regular budget, but that benefit a large segment of Red Bank citizenry. Thank you for allowing us the time to present this grant tonight.
Thank you. We're very grateful.
Hey, I'm grateful that y'all picked this area to work on, the dog park. I use the dog park for my dog, for Beauregard, and he loves it down there. So I'm grateful that you picked, this one for it. There's a lot of people that utilize that park tremendously. When I was the mayor of Red Bank, I always would believe that you want more people to come into your city to spend money in our city and keep hopefully our property taxes low and sales taxes and everything else. So I think it's a great area for the city of Red Bank to continue to do work down there. And I'm grateful that y'all sent that in and we probably figured out how much it costs and all of that. Appreciate it.
Thank you. We're very excited. That's one of the, I think, biggest requests we've had over the years is adding some features, shade features, most certainly, throughout the park, but also structures for the dogs to play on. I think everybody will enjoy that greatly.
Well, absolutely.
We're very appreciative. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get to the city manager. He's going to.
Come on down, Mayor.
Can we all come down?
Sure.
Like to just.
I would also like to make a special notation. Arnold whispered something in my ear that I think is worth sharing. Along the lines of recognizing women who've made an impact It's my understanding that Becky Browner was the first woman elected to the Red Bank Commission.
She was appointed. She was appointed. She was
Appointed. She
appointed.
is the first Red Bank
Yes,
female
she
commissioner.
was.
Yes.
They're an appointment.
Yeah.
I served the
She was like 19 years old or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so she was 19, so that was before my time. So, you know, she's only 35, so, you know.
Come on down and we'll get a photo and I'll slide this back. You guys come up here and I'll take a picture. Let me slide this back.
There we go. Let's see you.
My green, yeah.
Green.
Are we good?
Oh, someone, where's the check?
We can do it, John.
There you go.
Okay, on three, 1, 2, 3, at least for me, and I'll let you pick it.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Good job. Good job.
All right. Now we will move on to our consent agenda, which contains the February 24th, 2026 Commissioners Retreat and March 3rd, 2026 meeting minutes, resolutions authorizing the adoption of the mission and vision statements, as well as commission goals established at the 5th Annual Commissioners Retreat, the purchase of 2 F-250 pickup trucks for Public Works, roofing repairs at the Red Bank Police Department / Courts Building, the adoption of an admin policy on AI, and there were a few that we did not get to, pardon me, including a resolution on making repairs to the city's bucket truck, a resolution to repair an overhead traffic signal system on Morrison Springs Road, and an approval for installation of LED lighting upgrades in the police department and both Red Bank fire stations. Are there any items that the board wants removed to the regular agenda for further discussion?
Well, yes, Mayor, I'd like to remove items F, H, and I. Those are resolutions 26-1885 regarding the bucket truck, resolution 26-1887 regarding the traffic signal, and resolution 26-1888 regarding LED lighting, so we can hear from staff on those matters.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended? I have a motion from Commissioner Holmes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Any discussion? Any comments from the residents present? If there are no comments, we'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to unfinished business. Ordinance number 26-1299, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, appointing Attorney Brian Hosh to preside over the city court in the absence of Red Bank City Court Judge Johnny Houston from March 25, 2026 through April 24, 2026, second and final reading. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
A motion from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Vice Mayor Barry. Any further discussion? Any comments by the residents present? If there are no comments, Ms. Perry, can you please call the vote?
Mayor Dalton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Barry,
Yes.
Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Yes.
Motion carries on second and final reading. Ordinance number 26-1300, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, amending the zoning ordinance and maps of the city to rezone property located at 520 Gag Road from R1A residential to R2 residential, second and final reading. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move.
A motion from Vice Mayor Barry. Do I have a second?
A second.
Second from Commissioner Holmes. Any discussion? We did have a public hearing, and open opportunity for comments at our last meeting, but we still will have an opportunity for comments at this meeting as well before vote. Any comments from the residents present? Okay. If there are no comments, Ms. Perry, can you please call the vote?
Mayor Dalton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Barry,
Yes.
Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Yes.
Motion carries on second and final reading. Ordinance 26-1301, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, amending the zoning ordinance and maps of this city to rezone property located at 3390 Easton Avenue from R1 residential to R2 residential, second and final reading. Do I have a motion to approve? Oh, everybody all right. Motion from Commissioner Wilkinson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Vice Mayor Barry. Any discussion? We also did hold a public hearing at the last meeting. Any comments from the residents present at this time? If there are no comments, Ms. Perry, can you please call the vote?
Mayor Dalton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Barry,
Yes.
Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Yes.
Motion carries on second and final reading. Moving on to new business, resolution number 26-1885, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee to ratify emergency expenditures for repairs to the city's bucket truck or the Public Works Department in an amount not to exceed $13,348, which includes a 5% contingent fee from Cherokee Truck Equipment LLC as sole source service provider. Our street supervisor, Mr. Barnett, is here with us tonight to give us a little more information.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, my name is Caleb. I'm the Streets Operations Supervisor for the Public Works Department. I'm going to go over this resolution that seeks to authorize emergency repairs on the bucket truck not to exceed $13,348. You can see in your packet letter of justification I wrote, as well as the quote from Cherokee Truck Equipment. As we all are probably aware, the bucket truck's been out for going on about 2.5 months. It is an essential piece of equipment. It does a wide variety of things for us on nearly a daily basis. Not every day, but typically 3 to 4 times a week we're using the bucket truck for something. Whether it's clearing the right of way of high limbs, low-hanging limbs, vegetation, after hours response for storms, all kinds of things, and last but not least, holiday decorations. I'm sure we all love Christmas decorations, but it was not our plan to leave some lights still out there. We were in the process of taking them down when the bucket truck went out. There's only 2 local businesses that are able to do the kind of repair that the bucket truck requires. One of those is Cherokee Truck Equipment. The other one actually recommended Cherokee for the job. Now, we didn't specifically budget for this repair. However, in our repair and maintenance motor vehicles budget line in the streets department budget, we do have enough funds available to take care of that. That's about it. Unless there are any questions, I'll do my best to answer.
I really thought maybe we were just keeping the holiday cheer going.
That would be nice.
But okay, that makes more sense. Any questions or comments?
Now we'll have answers to residents who go,
Yeah.
no.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Oh, okay, I have a motion from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey, a second from Commissioner Holmes. Any discussion, further discussion? Any comments from the residents present? If there are no comments, we'll go ahead and call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution number 26-1887, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, authorizing funding for repairs to the overhead traffic signal system damaged on December 25, 2025, in an amount not to exceed $23,102, and approving the use of Navco Electric Company, Inc. for specialized traffic signal replacement services. Mr. Barnett.
Yes, thank you. Yes, on Christmas Day of last year, vehicle collided with the signal pole at the base of the 27 South on-ramp at Morrison Springs Road. Obviously, the pole is still there. The collision did affect the structural integrity of the pole, which facilitated the need to have it replaced, as well as the ADA push button for the crosswalk also got destroyed, so that needs to be replaced as well. Similar to the bucket truck, these type of pole replacements there are a lot of companies that do it, and we work with NAVCO quite a bit. They came in with the lowest price quote. Also, this is another replacement or repair that was not specifically budgeted for. However, we have gotten the funds from our insurance provider, and they actually have already gotten reimbursement from the driver's insurance, as far as I know. There's not really a lot to this either. It's just a replacement that we really need to get done.
Thank you for that. Do you know, will they be able to start work on that pretty quickly?
It will still probably be a month to two, because getting the actual pole itself is something that there's a pretty long lead time on it.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move.
The motion from Commissioner Wilkinson. Do I have a second? A second. Second from Vice Mayor Barry. Any further discussion? Okay. Any comments by the residents present? There are no comments. We'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. Resolution number 26-1888, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, authorizing an agreement for the City Red Bank Public Works Department with Higdon Electric for the procurement and installation of energy-efficient LED lighting upgrades in the Red Bank Police Department and both Red Bank fire stations in an amount not to exceed $24,685, and approving the use of ARPA funds previously allocated for facilities improvements under Resolution 22-1477. Mr. Hedrick.
Thank you, Commissioners. In your packet, you should have a scope of work there that I created, and see where I reached out to solicited 3 bids from 3 different local contractors. So Commissioners, this resolution authorizes the city department with Higdon Electric, that is a business within the city limits, to replace the lighting of the police department and fire station 1 and 2 with energy efficient LED lighting. These upgrades will replace existing lighting with LED fixtures, improving visibility while also reducing long-term energy and maintenance costs. An added benefit of this project is that it could allow the city to qualify for TBA energy efficiency rebate incentives, helping offset a portion of this project cost. Once this work is completed, all city-owned government buildings will be fully converted to LED lighting, except for our sports facilities, which are addressed separately due to their specialized lighting requirements. The total cost of this project is not to exceed $24,685. While it was not included in this fiscal year's budget, the work qualifies as a facility improvement and will be funded using previously approved ARPA funds. Approval of this resolution will allow staff to move forward with upgrades and continue improving efficiency across city facilities.
Thank you very much. All right, do I have a motion to approve?
Yeah.
A motion from Vice Mayor Barry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Any discussion? Comments?
Happy to see more energy efficiency upgrades coming to city facilities. Thank you, Jessica.
Yes, absolutely. And excited to hear about the potential TVA rebate. Any comments by the residents present? No comments by the residents. Call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to our final item of business, citizen comments from Red Bank citizens on items not on the agenda. Mr. Greenham.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the time for citizen comments. Please observe these rules. Comments are limited to 3 minutes or less, and the city recorder will operate a timer. If time expires, please respect her direction and conclude any comments. Comments should be addressed to the board as a whole and not to a particular commissioner or to city staff or to the audience. The commission is here to listen, not to engage in back and forth, so please do not expect a reply during citizen comment. Citizens are now invited to the podium. Please begin by stating your name and address.
So John Roberts, 3311 Martin Road. So when I take my son to school every morning down Longwater Road, right before you cross the old one-lane bridge, on the left, there is an old building. They're building new construction to the right of it. I did not know that there's a dump right there. A lot of people have been dumping illegally right there. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but y'all might want to check it out because it looks like a dump over there. And I would appreciate it if y'all could clean it up. When I was mayor of Red Bank, I would drive around the city when my son was born. He had colic. To get that boy to go to sleep, who's 14 now, that's one way that you can find out what goes on in your city, is when I drive around at night. So I would appreciate it. I would drive around and see what's going on in the city. I'm glad to hear that the Christmas lights are finally coming down. I didn't know if we were going to have a party or not in July, Christmas celebration. But I'm glad to hear that. But if you can, get that trash picked up on Longwater, because I'm tired of looking at it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comments? Okay, if not, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Did we decide on this?
Oh, okay,
I'm sorry.
pause.
What do you think?
I know where it is. On the rebounds?
Yeah,
I
I think Vice Mayor had a good, idea.
I was going to propose, well, I wanted to consult with staff on this, but my first thought was that Red Bank Cemetery has a lot of veterans buried there. I thought that could potentially be a location for one of those, but we need to run it through the cemetery advisory committee, I believe, for best practice.
And see if it's appropriate for outdoor display. I'd be happy to accommodate any of those variety of locations in the city building, on city grounds. Perhaps talk to some of the businesses. What came to my mind was Food City. And we could work with Tommy, the manager, and see if they would host it. Be glad to facilitate any display of this. And if you want to work just with me, Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey, I'd be glad to.
Sure.
I'd be glad to submit a request on behalf of the city.
Okay.
If they're willing to give us more than one. I don't want to hog them all up, but there's only 50 for the region.
That's why bringing it and doing what, 1, 5, what, and then we can discuss where. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anyone, but it does install in a yard, on concrete, or attached to a building.
Happy to work. Perhaps you and I can just chat offline, and we can reach out to the high school, perhaps the middle school, perhaps the Alpine Crest, any of the 3 schools. I think one would be appropriate somewhere in our facilities, community center, this building, the city hall, all come to mind. And Food City, everybody goes to Food City.
Potentially the public art committee might have thoughts on that potential location.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
No worries. I think Commissioner Wilkinson had something.
Yeah, before I do my feed impression, I wanted to kind of float the idea to the commission of a new citizen advisory board for traffic safety, maybe transportation, kind of that umbrella, because we have staff on the, I'm forgetting the name of the traffic safety committee, but that does not have direct citizen engagement. I see a lot of success from our other citizens advisory boards, art committee, cemetery board, and just how much engagement we get from those. And I think there's space for that in trafficking, vehicle safety, pedestrian. But yeah, I kind of envision citizens bringing, problematic locations in town to, the city's attention that way, kind of gives citizens a voice in a space where they don't have it.
My current understanding is and I think, was it recently changed to Transportation Safety Committee, the name of that group?
Well, the staff, there's a staff group that facilitates 3 departments, community development, our community planner, chief of police and his staff, and public works director and his staff. So I call it the traffic safety working group, but I think chief, what's your term for it?
Or we just call it transportation safety.
Transportation safety, yeah, which is staff only, really just to make sure we're all coordinating internally. I think the idea of a citizen advisory board is fantastic, particularly as we look at electronic speed enforcement and the impacts on the community that might have. I think this would be great. They could serve as an ombudsman, really. We could learn what we're trying to do as a city and help us message that to the community and vice versa. Bring into us feedback from the community that we could factor into our operations.
But currently, when citizens make a complaint about traffic safety, it does go to that transportation board that's internal to staff, city staff.
Well, we try to, that's the interesting thing about traffic safety is it hits us in all kinds of different ways. It comes through the commission, it comes through public works, it comes through police, it comes to me as city manager. And so we created this internal group to make sure that we were all reacting in a coordinated fashion to these requests that hit us in different ways. We don't really have a formal written policy on how we react to these, other than that the department director who gets it is usually on point to respond to that citizen or business. So whether it's Public Works gets it, even though they bring it back into that group, typically Public Works responds back out.
But there's currently no members of the public involved in that group.
Correct.
Yeah, I'd certainly be supportive of creating a citizens advisory board. I'm sure we could get at least 5 individuals who would be interested in contributing to such an effort.
I think so. I mean, that was one of the topics that got me interested in campaigning and actually getting a seat on board here. And you look at some of our other boards, like the Parks Board and the Cemetery Advisory Board, and how stacked and competent those people are. I mean, wow. We're very fortunate to have those folks here in Penn. So I think we could find some equivalently competent people to be interested.
We seem fortunate to have disproportionate talent and volunteership.
That's true.
And I wouldn't mind having that goal. I'm not the competent one, but having the goal to step up and be a part of that. As needed.
Thank you for volunteering again. To serve on another board.
Yes.
All right. If that's all for now, we can continue that discussion, one-on-ones with Mr. Granum, perhaps.
Mayor, how about if I take as a homework assignment to bring back in at work session, get the chief and that working group to put together a proposal for commission's consideration?
That'd be great. Thank you. All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
Commissioner Wilkinson, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor Barry. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Yeah.